Hello everybody and welcome back to Fate Extra. I'm Kurukan and thank you for joining me. I should take time that just about right.
結末を前にしたとき、本質は現れる。祈りも救いも不要。戦いは今日、ここで終わる。その狭間で、どうか見せてほしい。かつてそうであったように。人間のすべてが、絶望の中で光を見出せるのかを。
Okay, I think I can talk again. Now that you guys want to hear me. We are getting pretty far in. This is also one of my favorite chapters. Again, somehow I was able to win. More accurately, I somehow managed to stay alive. I was the most powerful opponent I've faced up until now, and being asked who I was shook me a little. However, with the support of my servant, Enreen, I have come to realize that I can only go forward. Even if my only reason for doing so is that I fear death. I have a servant to fight for me, and a beautiful, talented girl to help me. For now, I just need to forget about my past and just continue forward as a master. Yay! The next combatants will be announced on the second floor bulletin board. Yay! Okay, so, I don't think I need to go here, but let's go here just in case. You're sleeping. Middle of the damn day and you're sleeping. What the shit, Archer? Excuse me, I hope you didn't hear that. The good old bulletin board with that all too familiar white sheet of paper. This time, I don't even have to look at the name to know who my opponent is. The moment I walked in, I was assaulted by a murderous aura I associated with the man. His cold, callous eyes radiate a predatory gaze. None of the other masters tried to intimidate me quite like this. My skin prickles like 1,000 invisible needles have struck the nape of my neck and my chest. You're not flinching. You've improved. That's what makes Magi so special. They can make extreme progress in just a short period of time. I forget what voice I used for him before. As the man walks toward me, the air grows more oppressive with each step until I can hardly breathe. But that ends now. He whispers in my ear as he passes, close enough to touch my shoulder. The world, the Holy Grail will be Leo's. There will be no deviation from this course. Unable to look, unable to breathe, I wait for his malevolent presence to slowly fade as he walks by. I misread that last word. Outstanding. Oh, now you're awake! Well now, don't look so put out. As powerful as he is, you've won the same number of rounds. You're not the same person you were in the first round. You've gotten me... I ruined that sentence, I'm sorry. You've gotten me to use much of my power. Archer's brow is furrowed. Or, am I that undependable? I thought my actions had lived up to your expectations. My servant appears to be sulking. Never mind, now's not the time for chit-chat. To be honest with you, this fight is 70% his. But you've made much progress. Don't shirk on your training, and you might win this yet. Let's get going. We'll get the better of him. Hell yeah, we will. Just not right away. As soon as I arrive at the nurse's office, I tell Reen about my next opponent. When I tell her that my next opponent is Julius, her expression becomes grim.
So?
I see. So you were paired with him after all. He's the Haraway's family. The Haraway family's hatchet man, an assassin who only strikes from the shadows. He is a more formidable opponent than even Leo, and has killed many of my fellow insurgents. As a master, he is the polar opposite of you. Show any empathy and you're as good as dead. Recalling that foreshadowing sense of death sends a chill racing down my spine. To be blunt, even I'm not nearly as experienced as he is. Also, life means nothing to him. Things that might confound most people won't work on him, but I'll do what I can to help you. After all, I'm pretty much healed and I have nothing better to do. Anyway, try not to get killed. It's not totally hopeless. I'm sure we'll be able to figure out a way to give you an edge somehow. I know what that edge is, and I'm not gonna say it yet. An electric chiming sounds from my terminal. The primary cipher key has been generated. I find myself recalling Julia's hollow, vacant stare. My opponent is a real assassin. When mistaken, I might as well cut my own throat and save him the trouble of doing it for me. But I can't worry about that now. I have to go to the arena and find my first trigger. What you got for me, Sakura? I honestly feel like I should have been voicing her lines here. Wait, don't you... Sakura, you cheapskate. You're supposed to give me a freebie. Oh. See that, Sakura? Rin gave me an item. Ah, one of the last few masters. It had come to no surprise to you if one of the remaining masters were to win the Holy Grail. You don't realize the stupidity of what you just said? And I think these two have something to say now. Almost against my will, I find myself wanting to ask these sisters another question. Both of them seem to be extremely powerful magi, but why does the Seraph allow their existence? Ah yes, me and the Oxygen Thief. Unlike us, you masters entered through a specific gateway. As you're here for the Holy Grail War, you can only access specific parts of the Moon Cell. It's a little different for us. We're not here for the Holy Grail, but for the Moon Cell's network. In exchange for access to the network, we agreed to assist the masters competing for the Grail. But until someone wins the damn thing, we're stuck here the same as the rest of you. I see. Although not part of the Holy Grail War, they have been given master status. But what's so important to them that they willingly choose to be trapped inside of the Moon Cell? Didn't I already tell you? I'm looking for someone. A friend of a friend who fell afoul of here. All I had to go on was part of their mind was ensnared in the virtual world, so here I am. As for me, I sensed a potential shift in the future and came to make sure nothing came of it. My detestable elder sister showed up at the same time, so we decided to set up shop here. Now I'm kind of forced to stay here so that I can keep an eye on her as well. This woman is hateful and evil, and her research is more Robert J. White than Mary Curie. Well, break time is over. I need to keep searching. You two, keep the chit-chat to a minimum. In an obvious attempt to end further conversation, Toko Aozaki loudly clears her throat. What's more disturbing than her rudeness is the fact that she never denied Aoko's accusation. Fantastic! I think that might be everything I needed to do before going into the arena. Let me double check. I know I'm a terrible, terrible person for using this walkthrough. I just don't want to miss anything. Okay, we're good to go. This is probably going to be a short one. The look in his eyes troubles me. No, I'm letting my imagination run wild, but I will act as your shield if need be. Let us go. Archer's so great. At least when he's not snarking my head off. Actually, I'm not gonna enter quite yet. He was asleep when I checked the first time. So maybe he has something more to say now. I actually didn't think of that. Okay, what you got to say for yourself, Archer?
ついにあの男と当たったな。避けては通れないと覚悟はしていた。5回戦目で当たったのはむしろ幸運だ。まだまだ半人前ではあるが、君も多くの魔術師を倒してきたマスターだ。
Don't mind that click you heard, that was me getting a drink.
一息で飲まれることはあるまい。気を引き締めていこう。ここが天王山というやつだ。
Well, that was surprisingly friendly. My nose is still itchy. Alright then. Yes, I should head inside now. An enemy? No, it's just my imagination. But I have a bad feeling. Let's proceed, but with caution.
行くぞ。気持ちを切り替えろ。
Yeah, the spooky music isn't giving off any sort of ominous vibe or anything. That familiar black coat strides into my field of vision. There's no mistaking that form. That gaze. It's none other than Julius. But even though we're in the arena, there's no sign of his servant. What could this... I thought I smelled him slithering around. But this is strange. Where's your servant? Or are you just taking a stroll through the arena? Wait, don't tell me! A splendid guess. Just a little slow though, sport. That was way too happy sounding. Well, maybe not happy, but the wrong type of voice. What just happened? In the space of a second, the air grew thick, and then I heard a thud, as if something big hit the floor. But there was nothing there. But there's no mistaking that Archer's collapsed on the floor. No way! I couldn't see the enemy. It's over. Let's go. Oh, I guess he said it for me. This moment before I did. Took me a moment for my brain to catch on. Not satisfied? You want to slice off their heads too? No, there's no need. I've hit their heart, which is enough, but... yeah, that's enough. They're as good as dead. I see. Let's go, then. Maybe it was just my imagination, but Julius barely glanced at me before walking off. Julius turned away from me, melting back into the dimly lit passage like some kind of apparition. That voice must have belonged to Julius's servant. He said something pretty ominous. They're as good as dead. Archer isn't moving. I can't think of anything but that terrible sight. My strong, capable servant is lying helpless on the floor. We just came out of the wrong side of a surprise attack. I can't believe what I'm seeing. This can't be real. It's a dream, right? No, I can't wake up from this dream. It's real. What happened? His invisibility is so total that he didn't give off any presence until he was on me. Is the enemy's servant an assassin? But the way he erased his presence didn't seem like thaumaturgy. Good job getting information, Archer. Now, if only you could have gotten it without getting injured. Archer haltingly gets up. It's clear that he is worse for the wear. I'm sorry, Master. I won't blame you for thinking that I'm useless now. Archer? Seeing that I am safe, Archer sighs in relief and collapses again. I have to fix my servant as soon as possible. Yep, this was kind of a short one. Archer winces as he clutches his chest. Just keeping his composure through the pain is causing beads of sweat to form on his brow.
アリーナ内での奇襲もあると警戒しておいてこの始末だ。弁解の余地もない。
No, this is my fault. Julius knows that he's a better master than me, so he knew he could get away with lying about not attacking us in the preparation period. Julius is wrong about one thing. His tactics shouldn't change in relation to his opponent's level. He should have wiped us out from the start instead of toying with us.
決戦までの馬術回路を修復するのはほぼ不可能のようだ。だが戦えないというわけじゃない。こちらはこちらで何とかする。君は自分の安全だけに専念してくれ、マスター。
It seems to take all of Archer's energy just to draw the breath to speak those words. He still wants to fight. If that's what he wants, I can't bring myself to argue with him. His iron determination isn't a sense of pride as a legendary soul, but from his deep devotion to the one who commands him. I have to be at least as earnest as Archer and find a way out of this predicament. Well, we made it a whole 9% into the arena. Yay! And that's it for this episode. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you come back for the next one.